All right, well, you guys hear me all right? Test, test. Cool. We'll get started here in a few minutes, guys. Thanks. Hope everyone's doing well today. Good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well today. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Morning, good morning. Everyone's doing well. We'll get started here in a few minutes.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Steve, good morning, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah,
Good.
last day in Scotland. Tomorrow we're getting ready to head out to Sydney, Australia.
Awesome.
Yeah, super excited.
What's your plan while you're there?
Man, we're going to be there for, let's see, about a month and a week. So,
Oh, shit.
yeah. So some members, especially Santosh, has been really helpful to help us kind of plan, what's cool to do and all that. I've never been. So we're going to start in Sydney, hang out for, a couple days a week, and then head up to the Gold Coast, which is just north of Sydney, and see kind of all the cool, they got the Great Barrier Reef. They've got, you know, uh, Brisbane's up there. They've got a lot of really cool beaches. So it should be fun. And then we'll do a couple meetups. We'll start one in Sydney, and I'll do that on this Saturday. Uh, so yeah, if any of
Give
you
me a
guys
sec.
listening
My
are around Sydney,
computer's kind of freezing up here.
no problem.
Laptop lifestyle.
Yeah,
Let's
I know the
see.
feeling.
Uh, Talk again, Steve.
Could you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now. Thank God.
Okay. Okay.
Man, these laptops, man. I'm not a laptop guy.
It's not easy, man.
Hey, you said there's a meetup too, right, in Australia?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a meetup on Saturday, this Saturday, 12 p.m. I posted in the channels. I mean, I'll post it again, but if anybody listening wants to attend, just let me know. Should be a lot of fun.
Sweet.
Yeah, you guys could reach me if you're listening and not in Slack. Just email me, StephenRH1 at My Investing Club, or even message me, Traveled Guy.
Cool.
Everybody's welcome. It's open to everybody. Should be a lot of fun.
Cool. So I'm gonna get started here, I think. So just want to do another quick audio check. Sorry, guys, I'm on my laptop, and every time I'm on my laptop, things just kind of break. So I just want to make sure everyone can hear me all right. They can see my screen all right.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. So welcome back to live trading. If this is your first time on live trading, welcome. We are using the webinars channel in Slack to communicate. So the way that we structure live trading is pretty simple. We talk about what's working in the market, what's not. We build the watch list live and we trade the watch list live. So kind of want to talk about a bunch of stuff. So yesterday I kind of talked about sacrificing, for what your goals are. And, I actually talked to Claudio about this, and, he said instead of using the word sacrifice, you should use the word commit, which I totally agree with as well. So I want to definitely say thank you for everyone reaching out to me, positive stuff. But coming into today, my thought process is very simple. It's the same thing we do every single day. If you guys notice, almost like it's like I'm repeating myself every day during these live streams. I say, how do we make the previous day? How do we make a watch list? We always go to the previous day's watch list. Steven's segments are all pretty much repeated. I mean, because it's the same questions over and over again. The thing that people have to
Right.
understand about trading is all about routine, right? You know, I find that having a routine in your real life could also pour into your trading life. It's like Steven says, when you're making a plan to go out with your friends, you say, all right, we're going to meet up at 6 o'clock. We're going to have a couple drinks at 6:30. At 7 o'clock, we're going to call the Uber and our reservations at 7:15. That's your plan. So why are you not coming into trading with a plan every single day? And honestly, with how good, we've spoken about the AI being. So yesterday we had a live demonstration of the Alex AI, which is absolutely sick. So now if you guys kind of see, we put the Alex AI all over the video library and all over various places on the website. So if you go to the video library here, you can see that there is an Ask Alex AI icon. So there is really no excuse to not be using the AI going forward. Let me actually just share this. And the way that I'm kind of thinking about this is, I'm pretty sure, again, we've been doing a lot of live demonstrations with the AI, but I'm pretty sure if we plug in a chart, it should tell us how to make a plan for that chart as well. So I want to do another live demonstration. Again, this is not planned. I don't know, how this is going to go, but I just want to kind of try to see if it could help us make a plan for maybe various stocks that are moving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to use this Sky Q as an example. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this Sky Q. Sorry, my computer is freezing up. I need a more powerful laptop, I think. I got too much shit running on here, but I'm just gonna try screenshotting this and testing it out. So I'm gonna say, let me pull it up real quick. Let me save it. So, get some sort of beeps on my end. Oh, here we go. Sorry, everything's just taking so long. Okay, save. Uh, yeah, I'm using a laptop, but I got like the streaming software on there, the Zoom software on there. So my laptop is about to explode any second, honestly. So let me see. Sorry, it's still loading. It takes me like 15 seconds to save an image, which is crazy. Okay, let's see. Every time it beeps is not good. All right, here we go. So the image is uploaded. So help me make a watch list plan for this stock. Um, let's also mention the float is 4 million. Float is 4 million. And is there news on this in us? See if there's any news. I just want to plug in as much information as I can into the AI. Let's see. I'm just going to plug it in right now. Float is 4 million. Let's see. So usually it takes, oh wait, did I, motherfucker, I'm so dumb. I uploaded the wrong image. Let me try it again. Sorry guys, I'm not the biggest tech guy in the world here, but trying to figure this out. Okay, so go to home, gallery. Okay, here we go. Finally found it. Ooh, okay. So I said, help me make a watch list for this stock. float is 4 million. So all I did is I have no idea. I am just going to put the AI up and see what it could do here. For the people watching on YouTube, I'm trying to share the screen as well, but it's not really working. So I'll just share the result here. So usually it takes about 60 seconds to give us an answer, and I'm going to be curious to see what type of game plan it's going to meet. Okay, here we go. This is a low float stock with range, so I treat it carefully. It's been holding around VWAP 245 to 250, and the pre-market chart still has enough strength that I would not rush to short it on front side. The key levels 245, 250, near resistance 260. So long buys plan. Only interested if money flow and holds VWAP. Short buys plan. Because the 4 million float, it could trap shorts, so I'd wait for confirmation. I'd only be interested if it rejects 260, 265. My watch list. SkyQ, 4 million float, size down, holding VWAP. So not shorting front side. Long only if it holds VWAP, and short only on a clear rejection. So not only did it tell us what to do, it gave me the exact way that I would mention it in my watch list for a long bias trade and a short bias trade. How crazy is that, dude?
That's crazy.
So imagine if you just show up every single morning, go through the tickers that are moving, put it into the AI, and it's as if I will come up with a game plan. I mean, this is the thing about AI that you guys have to understand is AI is as powerful as the data that it is trained on, right? So AI is trained on data. So this AI is trained on all the transcripts of our video lessons. It's trained on all of the PDFs that we have, all of the messages in our chat room, and everything else in between. Can you do it for CLRO? Throw it into CLRO and test it yourself, right? Test it yourself. It's free. It's free. So, um, with that being said, Steve, I'm just going to have you go through your segment now because I just got to rush to the restroom. So, go through your segment, Steve, and I'm going to make the watch list after you're back. So, I'll let you take it from here. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. One sec, guys. Let me post this. So I want to talk today about, I know it's kind of a boring, done topic, guys, but I want to talk about risk management. The reason I want to talk about this is because lately I've heard a couple, I don't know if you'd say complaints, I'd say one or two members who just came and checked us out. And then one member who's been here for many years kind of said, hey, this is really, dangerous, shorting small caps, or trading in general, I should say. So I want to be clear that, yes, it's dangerous, but there's some specific caveats to that. I don't believe MIC process is dangerous at all because the way that traders or members sometimes trade, when they do see really bad days, again, more than where they lose more than two times an average win day, means that they weren't following MIC process. And almost always it happened when they didn't have any of the basics that we require, that we demand, we ask for, whatever word you guys want to use, in our risk management plan, in the discipline workshop. Nobody who has a max daily loss is avoiding pre-market, has their max daily at two times an average win day, is properly planning their trades, is having a day blowing up their account, ruining months of hard work. These devastating days aren't happening to that group. If you guys aren't sure, just reach out or ask any of our discipline workshop graduates or anybody who's active in the workshop, or ask the guys who tell you they had a really, really bad day, if they had the risk in place and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I know it's a done to death topic and I talk about it all the time, but I'm going to go through this and I have a couple of different points and analogies I'd like to use. So staying safe and minimizing losses. Don't let, this is something I talk about almost daily, guys. So whenever I hear, that something we're teaching is dangerous or trading is dangerous in general, I mean, I get it, but MIC process is not dangerous, right? Don't let one red day erase weeks or months of progress. Is trading risky? Okay. If you don't stick to MIC process, I believe trading is risky. If you stick to MIC process, I don't believe trading is risky, right? So an analogy I thought of this morning, if you get drunk and you drive your car at 90 miles per hour, is driving risky, right? So ask yourself that question. I guess to the guy who got drunk and drove, he might say driving is risky. But when you're, you, you understand what I'm saying, guys. When you're driving like a grandma with your, seatbelt on, you know, in daylight, in a residential neighborhood at 25 miles an hour, I guess it's as dangerous as it is, walking down the street. But in general, I wouldn't say you're taking on any more risk than anything else in life. If you want to drive at 90 miles an hour drunk, then yeah, it's going to be really dangerous, right? So trading is a two-step process, like we always say. First, education. Second, profits. The trouble always comes when we switch the two, or we forget about the education, we forget about the risk management. We just come in, and I did it too when I was new. We focus 100% on making money, right? We don't have the risk parameters in place. We don't have the max daily loss. We don't properly plan. All that stuff is wrong, right? So that's where the kind of trip up happens, right? Most try to skip step one and end up learning the hard way. 95% that joined the discipline workshop joined after they learned the hard way. I mean, I'll bet you everybody listening to me right now, if I could survey you guys who are active in the workshop or were active, I'd say probably 10% or less just said, I'm going to get active in there. And the other 90% said, hey, this is tough. I need to get some, proper planning and risk management in place so I can get my winners bigger, so I can minimize and manage my losers and all that kind of stuff. That's usually the progress of how it happens for somebody to get involved in the discipline workshop, unfortunately, right? So to the basics, risk management is everything. Set your max day loss and your max shares with your broker. If you take a loss or the market isn't favoring your setup, or if it's just not your day or week, hit the brakes, size down, right? I always come back after red day with smaller size. One sec, guys. Somebody's asking for a Zoom link.
Also, Steve, I'm back here.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't know if you mentioned it while I was gone, but did you mention that story of the guy that wanted to quit yesterday?
So I mentioned not specifically.
Maybe we should mention that. So I'll tell you guys the spark notes. So someone came in yesterday and they said, "Hey guys, like I want to quit. Like this isn't for me." And we're like, "No problem. Like what happened? Is there anything we could do to improve? Like what's the situation?" And he was like, "Yeah, Alex doesn't really lose much often, so I don't really know if I should be staying here because I'm probably not going to be learning anything if he doesn't lose. I'd like to see him be involved in a short squeeze and see how he handles a short squeeze, and then I'll decide if I want to stay." And in my head, I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. That's like telling a pilot, I just want to see how you crash a plane to see if I'm going to survive. And if you survive, then I want to take this flight. Like, bro, how fucking dumb are people, bro? How dumb are people? So, I mean, I've never heard of a reason of quitting because we've been too good. The exact fact that we're not in short squeezes, the exact fact that we're not getting trapped means that we're actually doing the strategy right. You know? It's like saying, you know what, I'm gonna be the guy that teaches you how to drive a car. But before I learn from you, could you just crash your car and see if you could walk out alive? That way I know it's gonna
Yeah,
work.
or show me your driving record. If you don't crash very much, I don't want to learn to drive a car from you. And like it's
This is a true story,
this
guys. This is a
comment,
true story.
we're not making this stuff up, guys. Like the stuff that we see is literally, I mean, I don't know, I'm boggled. I don't know what to say. It's just the craziest stuff that you guys could imagine. This guy doesn't think that Alex loses enough, so he doesn't think this is the right place to learn. I guess he wants to learn from somebody who's getting squeezed all the time. Like, and the point that Alex made when we talked about this was, if you're getting squeezed all the time, something's wrong, right? Alex's stock selection is really, really good. So he's avoiding the short squeezes. You don't want to learn from somebody who's getting squeezed all the time. I mean, I guess this guy does. I don't know. But
I don't know.
anyways, we
The
we're not
thing,
making this stuff up.
I mean, the craziest part is, guys,
Craziest
like
stuff ever.
I learned a long time ago that we cannot help everyone. We try our best to help as many people as we can, but unfortunately, we cannot help everyone. So please do not be like that guy, because that guy is a loser, and I hope he's listening.
He's not. He left. He didn't want to
Oh,
stay. He didn't want to stay.
oh yeah, there
He
you go.
joined on a trial and he didn't want to stay.
Anyway,
And, I don't want to be rude, but I could guarantee you that in my head, I know what he's going to be doing in 1 month and 1 year from now. And it's not making a bunch of money here. It's the craziest thing. So, anyways, that's my whole thing. Risk management's everything. Is trading risky? Yes. Is MIC process risky? I'd say no. And anybody in here who's followed every rule we put in place and still blown up an account, raise your hand now because I don't think you exist. Okay, so that's just my thing. MIC process is not risky, and I'm just tired of hearing that. I'm just tired of hearing it from people who don't listen. So anyway, that's all. Hopefully, it's helpful. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
so yeah, I posted the watch list out here, guys. Kind of mainly focusing. So CLRO is kind of getting momentum. If you remember, that was a stock in play yesterday, but now SSR is on. It's holding higher lows, so I'm not that interested in attacking it today. LHSW is a stock from yesterday that we avoided. Now it turns into a day two low hanging fruit, so I'll be definitely looking to short that. And anything else is kind of taking it slow. In my opinion, the CLRO is probably going to trap and squeeze higher. In my opinion, a lot of people are going to have FOMO. Not a lot of other stocks are moving. SSR is on, so they're just kind of take it slow, is my thought process there. And yeah, so we got about 7 minutes here until the market opens. I don't know if you still got some parts in your segment, Steve, but we can keep it rolling if you want.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, you see the kind of graphic I posted. I could kind of go over the remaining notes, but I think you guys get the idea. The golden rules here: proper risk management and proper planning. Terrible day should never cost you more than 2 days of hard work. What does that mean? That means if you on average make $100 a day, then you're going to set your max daily loss $200, right? So I don't care if you went crazy one day, if you put an extra two zeros on your share size, which you should also have a max daily shares as well. But let's just say you made some crazy error, mistake, you lost power. I don't care what happened, but your max daily loss should always go off if you get to that threshold where you're down two average win days. If that's the case, you'll never lose very much and it's always very manageable and recoverable, right? So when you're new or inconsistent, or if you're struggling in any way, we always say keep it small. There's a ton of examples. We highlighted, Thomas a couple weeks ago who kept it small for a while, and now he's absolutely crushing it with really consistent results. But he's not the only one. I hear the story all the time, probably daily. Members who get there the right way and are consistent kept their cost of tuition to a minimum because they kept their size small while they were learning, right? So we're not here to get rich this week. We're here to build great habits that relate to a successful process. We want to always stay under 30% size until the trade confirms and it's under VWAP. I shared my stats like last week, really crazy, crazy results from TraderView, which say, it was only over like 50 trades, but I had a really high win rate. And my losses were really small under VWAP. Above VWAP, I was still profitable, but it was like night and day. Those were more like really, really risky trades, right? So it just goes to show keeping those ones small or even avoiding uh, uh, benefits me and my style, and probably everyone in here listening if you're following MIC process. Because under VWAP, longs are usually not in control, shorts are in control, longs are underwater, and shorts have the advantage. So just knowing that one little trick, and Phil also put those same stats in TraderView. He found the same thing. Go figure, right? So, anyways, we want to cut the losers quicker. We want to stick to our plans. You can always re-enter. We don't want to, but you can't undo a huge loss or a blown account. We also recommend obviously getting active in the Discipline Workshop. Discipline Workshop mentoring is Phil, Yuchi, and Edson. You guys can reach out to Phil or Yuchi and join the group for 1 week. It's free. They'll essentially tab with you guys for the week and help you guys with proper planning, risk management. I mean, to my knowledge, I've never joined another group, but I've heard a lot about every other group just from members and being around for many years. We're the only ones really, really teaching and preaching this, or the only ones that started doing it. I don't know if they're following now. But MIC is all about risk management. So, it's just crazy when I hear that, hey, this is, risky or whatever. I mean, you're right. If you get in the car and drive 90 miles an hour drunk, it's really risky driving a car. But if you follow the law, you do what we say and what we teach, there's just, I don't see any possible way. If you've got the max daily loss in place, you're trading when market hours are open, you're properly planning, and you've got all your stops in place of having a really devastating loss of more than two times an average win day, right?
Yep.
So, anyways, hope it's helpful. Reach out if I could help with anything else or if you guys have any questions at all.
Yep. So make sure to use the Alex AI, guys. Make sure to have it test your trades, let it recap your trades. If you have trade ideas, put it in there and it'll give you some feedback. Also, real quick about our partner broker, Cobra Trading and Big Trades. As you guys know, I am having the New York Stock Exchange event this Friday. So the four lucky winners are coming to the New York Stock Exchange with me at 9 a.m. for the opening bell ceremony. The stock exchange is invite only, so it's a great, great, great once in a lifetime opportunity for our winners. As you guys know, Cobra Trading is the main broker that I use. Right now, we do promotions with them every quarter. The next quarter's promotion, if one of the mods could share it, is if you open up a Cobra Trading account, you'll get 30 days of free commissions and $500 in locate fee credits. And we'll be selecting 5 people to come trade live with me in person in a secret location. The winners will be announced November 1st. So you have until now, until November 1st, to open up an account. If you are an existing Cobra Trading client, you will automatically be entered as well. And if you open up a big trades account, you will get a $200 locate fee credit. So be sure to open up Cobra or Big Trades. It's the same broker that I use, same broker that everyone else uses here. As you guys know, we live stream every single day. Um, how do I enter as an existing Cobra client? As long as you're a client, we have your name, and on the selection day, um, if you win, you win. We will let you know. But usually, what we do is we stream live every single day on MIC. We do the first 30 minutes live on YouTube, and then we cut off the stream. Last week, I streamed live all week. So now I'm going to cut off the stream, start live trading for MIC members. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. And that's it. So market's about to open here in about 20 seconds, and we'll take it from there. Thanks, everyone. And now, hopefully, my computer will stop lagging.